McEnroe, no two ways about that. Have another look at set point for John. He's moving better, much better than he was moving at the Open. But, you know, we've been watching Ivan now for 2 weeks straight, Donald. What do you think his problem is? Is it just sort of a burnout from the Open?
No, I don't think he's quite as sharp as he was at the Open. I think he took 10 days off, and he caught a whirlwind in Peter Lundgren. That guy really played well. Service ace for John's opening point.
Looking flat, especially on his serve. That looks a little better. He'd like to try to figure out a way to do it, but he says if you leave the tour for too long, you don't come back. Not in the same shape you were left in.
And there is a brilliant forehand. Ripples it back, catching it and timing it perfectly. Watch Lendl move to the spot. Has his forehand grip there and just blocks it back with a little topspin. Perfect time.
Nice sharp returns by Ivan in this game. There's another one.
And the third consecutive great. Service ace. And that ball floated and hit right smack on the baseline. So Lendl has moved it.
Playing Davis Cup because I've taken over his spot.
There is a beautiful return by Lendl. That is based on timing and a great wrist. Steps right into that ball off the topspin. He didn't block it, he rolled it. Looks like he's sweating. Fielding is very brisk.
Yes.
Great volley. McEnroe lunging with the stiff backhand grip. And that's his best shot, the backhand volley.
His ball was dipping too. That's why it was good for John that he was so close to the net. Dipping, I should say. It was way off to his side. Had to dive for that one.
And John McEnroe has held serve here in the second set. He's got a brief service break here, 2-1, second set. He lost the first set. Ooh. And this crowd of nearly 10 or 11,000 people, it's an awfully large one, really pulling for John McEnroe. And there's the touch of a maestro. You don't make a half volley shot like that. You can play for a lifetime and not make this shot. Now watch here, McEnroe just with the little half volley, outstretched, catching it perfectly.
It's a tough one too. As you can see, it just about got behind him. Real supple wrist. Glory days for John McEnroe. He wasn't showing all this at the Open.
A return. Clear winner.
And again, it's beautifully timed. And look how far into the court he takes it. And he's just barely letting the ball bounce.
He is really aggressive off that second serve, and it's paying dividends. And so, Yvonne Lendl. I believe holds for 3-1. The scoreboard says 2-all.
No, that was a break, all right. And a big break.
They've now readjusted. It's 2-all. McEnroe with the break back. A little discouraged momentarily, missing the forehand volley.
Used to only see these two play in the finals. As a matter of fact, the last 16 times these two have played, 15 of them happened in the finals. But these days, with John's ranking down to 9. Because of that number 9 ranking, they can meet anywhere. And they met in the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open in a very different kind of a match.
Beautiful serve there by McEnroe. 15-all.
Lendl's been patchy, no two ways about it. First.
Oh, Lendl knew where he wanted that one to go, cross court and low. And if you don't put this first volley away, John's in trouble. Ball is short, Lendl stepping right into it. Notice how he gets back, then leans into it. Classical backhand. And Lendl with a swooping running forehand. And Lendl recovering very quickly on that shot. Caught the drop shot of McEnroe's early.
Very light footwork here. You're right. He really saw this coming.
Ooh.
What a great charge. A remarkable winning shot by Yvonne, considering that John's return was fine. And he really stepped into this one, got a lot on it, and it wasn't deep enough to avoid the big Lendl backhand.
Most players would win that point 8 out of 10 times. And Lendl with a super first serve to hold and go up 4-2. Second set. And he clearly has picked up his first serve. Wonderful rally. Using the whole court, McEnroe tried to stay alive with that lob. A tremendous effort by McEnroe, but Lendl's there to cover it.
Really was good running here by John. Did a good job. Didn't get it away from Yvonne enough. He still had control of the net.
Good shot there by Lendl, who stayed back. He just looked so easy flicking that ball by.
Look how deep it was. That's why it was so shocking. What a wrist Lendl needed to hit this shot.
Ball hit right on the line. And still he had the angle. Tremendous wrist action.
I mean, how do you hit a cold winner from here when your guy is your opponent is right on top of the net?
And so Lendl now in charge at 3-5 with McEnroe serving. He wants to get even and be a set-all.
Crowd hungry for good tennis.
Lendl backed up that return well. Beautiful drop volley. He makes it look so darn easy, it's discouraging. I love to see him volley. Now watch his wrist action. As he comes in, he stays low and just dinks the little volley with underspin off the backhand side. Now watch the wrist there. He turns it inside with a little underspin. Backhand volley, maybe the best of anyone. Certainly one of the greats in that particular stroke. Beautiful swinging hook serve, and McEnroe concedes.
Cricket. Lendl thought it wide.
Yeah, he thought it was wide. Linesperson at the other end has called it good. Ball stands.
That could have been wide, all right. I thought it wide from here.
It looks wide there on the hit. In the event, it was called good, and we're at 5th. Lendl here. Go up 2-love in his group, which would ensure him a place in Saturday's semifinals. And he takes control of the net. Remember, in Atlanta, with the 8 players in a round-robin format, there are 2 groups of 4 each.
Again, more fine attacking by McEnroe, picking his spots well. Zoning the net on that one.
Good return. A lot of depth chipped off the return.
It's the biggest single difference in the character of this match as compared to the match Ivan won so easily over McEnroe at the US Open. John is returning 100% better. Yikes, was that a big miss? It's got the fans murmuring.
Lendl's ball skips off the line. No question about that. The ball took off as it hit.